And so you get a variety where you can go to the main dining room, or we can go to a bistro, or we can go to a pub, and so you get different meals, different atmosphere.
Hi, I'm Agnes Stowicki, Managing Editor with Comfort Life. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading retirement communities and care providers to uncover insights to community lifestyle, care, culture, and leadership. This includes insights from residents, family members, and administration. This is the Comfort Life Insider Perspective.
Well, I've lived here just a little over 2 years now. Really like it. The activities, location, the food, the people inside, the staff and the residents make it all very positive. I find our life after we've moved in has become um, more relaxed, but more active than it was previously. Of course, just previously was COVID, so things were pretty slow for a lot of people, but yeah. Well, I certainly love the entertainment we have here. We have lots of different musical acts and entertainment happening. I would play or not play. I sing in the choir here, so I enjoy the choir very much. Daily, of course, we use both exercises and because we're located right beside a park, we go for walks outside daily. So it's you're getting both a good workout and some fresh air, and that's lovely. The level of amenities here compared to other communities that I've seen, we've got three eating establishments, which really is an important part of your day. And so you get a variety where you can go to the main dining room, or we can go to a bistro, or we can go to a pub, and so you get different meals, different atmosphere, and that really makes it nice for a day where, saying, oh, I want a lovely sit down serve dinner, or no, today I have a little bit of a rush. I think I'll just get a sandwich and go to the bistro and then head out. Or I've got friends over, let's go have a beer and sit in the pub and have a sandwich. So I think uh, I think those are big issues or big positives for us that we really didn't appreciate enough before we moved in, but since we've moved in, we've really enjoyed fully. Um, well, I think it's a very active and upbeat community. The people are certainly willing to talk all the time, and we visit. And I notice just when you go into the dining room, it's actually fairly noisy because people are talking and enjoying themselves. There's often people sitting in the coffee shop and stopping by and visiting and talking with each other. Um, so it is a very engaged community. When there's activities that are happening, often like if we do a bus outing, often the bus is sold out, so to speak, where it's full. People sign up ahead of time, and so it's quite enjoyable. Well, the staff are extremely friendly and quickly learn your names, and so they engage with you. We have a very young staff. They've recruited from schools and the local colleges and that work in our dining room, and they are just a joy to every day to see. They learn their skills quickly, but they engage with all of us here. Well, we looked around at several different communities in the Greater Victoria area, and this one was chosen because of several things. First of all, we were very pleased that it's family owned and operated, which gives more flexibility and more response to what the residents need and want. Um, we love the suites that were offered, and we feel very happy in the suite we've ended up with. We came and visited, and the residents were very friendly and engaging, and the food was excellent. Um, but I think the bottom line, one of the things I learned when I was looking around at other ones, I'd always look for their activity schedule, and it always looked impressive because there was so many activities every day. And then I started looking at the activities and what I would do, and I found an awful lot of them, the other communities, the activities were very passive, in the sense of, well, you can go play cards in the afternoon. You can go do, but it wasn't led by an active living personnel. It wasn't engaging. Where here, most of the, not most, but yeah, most of the activities are in fact led by an active living person. So you get more variety and more things happening and more participation as a result. The process moving in was actually quite painless. It's a few very busy and tiring days as you're going through the process, but I found that they gave us a lot of information up front that would help us about what we're going to need specifically for the move in, right down to like the length of the shower curtain to make sure we had one that reaches far enough so it's not going to leak water out of it. But they on the day of the move in, they would deliver you your meals to your suite if you felt that was easier to deal with. They provided help, organizing the your movers. And recommended movers that would be suitable. So I thought that was all very helpful and made it uh, painless in the end. It was just, as I say, just tiring, but that's for everybody. That transition happened fairly quickly. I mean, we were still clearing out our old home that we had sold. Um, so we had a busy month to 6 weeks of back and forth, just doing the last final things there. But it was right after that the next month of activities that came out, we started to sign up for activities and participate. And like by the end of that time, we were feeling very comfortable. We'd come home. In fact, we'd go out shopping or something like that and say, okay, ready to go home. And home was here. There wasn't any doubt in our mind that it was anywhere else. I think you would be very happy in a community here if you're looking for activities and participation and belonging. I mean, everyone has their own suite that they can go back to, after lunch if you want to have a nap or whatever. But, there's lots of activities happening here, whether it be cards or poker or choir or going for walks or outings in the bus. So I find, take a look at what activities that you want to do, um, and don't limit yourself and don't be so focused on. I know everybody's really worried about, oh, I need a bigger suite or I need this. Honestly, you've got the whole building to live in. So you don't, I mean, you need to meet your basics, whatever is your bottom line, but, don't always go for the extra den or the extra bedroom if because often you don't really need it. It's living here and waiting another year to get the perfect suite. I think you've missed a year of opportunity to really be enjoying life. So I wouldn't wait too long. Once you've made that decision, get the move in going and you'll be happy with it, as I say, within a month after moving in my opinion. Challenges. No, I can't say that I've really encountered any challenges other than we have several friends that we also do other activities with that aren't in the community, of course, in the Berwick community, of course. And The challenge is often trying to schedule those activities and stuff like that because there's other things happening here. And so we're balancing schedules, which is a funny thing. Who knew retirement would be so busy? I was, I don't think I would do anything different. We were very deliberate in our process. We went through and we looked at other places. We made the decision to move here. We, in fact, after we kind of had made that decision, we moved it up by 6 months from our timeline that we had in our mind, because we started to say, we really want to be in a place that's active and things are happening and things are offered to us. So we enjoyed it and I don't think we would change anything. Well, as I said earlier, I think you have to do two things. You have to decide what level of activity you want. There are some people who do not want activity levels. They just want a place to live and enjoy their meals, and that's fine. But if you want an engaged community where you know the people around you, that you participate in activities, look for that. But once you find it, don't wait too long. So many people that we run into have waited, oh, I'm not ready and need another, 5 years. I said, my goodness, if you're making a decision on moving 5 years from now, I think you're missing a lot in your life. Now, obviously, that's not for everybody, but I really think that a lot of people wait too long because they're waiting for either the perfect situation or, something crisis to happen. And when a crisis happens, that's not the time you should be moving. You should have done that move ahead of time.
For more information about this community, you can visit their profile at comfortlife.ca.